So there's only 2 of them alive, kind of like, I'm pure biotic, so we need a pure combat and a pure tech. That's smart. Ladies. Why don't I have who? Who's that?
Saren.
Saren? No, I don't want to pick up Saren.
Commander,
Fuck that
I'm
guy.
picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
I think he's an illithid.
I think that Mr. Caltop's having the same problems Amy does.
What the hell is a squid noise?
I don't know. I was thinking it sounded like a cuter, or like
Blub, blub, blub.
because he's in the water. Squeaky blub noises underwater.
There is a D&D there's a Mass Effect D&D module. Like a what do they call it? A conversion.
Enemy contact.
Nailed it. I'll play with you, Kane. Wink.
This route's a no-go. They have height and cover.
I read somewhere you can actually, like, jump the car over the front of this and not have to go around.
Huh.
Like, it's difficult. You have to get the lineup just right, but
So you could never do it.
I probably couldn't do it. I'd have to watch a video and then try it myself. I'm gonna try the one thing later in this mission, though.
I don't know what that is, so tell me when it happens.
Oh, you'll notice.
Oh, okay.
It's obvious. To anybody who's ever played Mass Effect, you're gonna go, what the fuck?
You say that, and I'm not gonna notice it, and I'm gonna be sad.
Alright, I'll point it out.
Thank you. I don't have interest in playing D&D nightly. I like watching D&D. But just because I don't, I'm guaranteeing it pretty much everyone there will.
Cappy has aphantasia.
Yes.
It's difficult to play a fantasy mind game when you literally cannot... You literally have no imagination. Like, not even a joke.
No, I don't form pictures in my head. My mind is black. It's a void. So it's really hard
I
for
could have
me.
told you that.
So it makes it so that, like, even when, like, watching Crit Roll, I always have to ask Matt to, like, show me pictures of things, because when they describe stuff with anything, like books, anything I read, I don't listen to description that carefully because I can't picture it, so it's kind of lost on me. I think the only thing we need to do next time is start the D&D session earlier.
Yeah, we started it at like 8:30, and I'm like a zombie at 11.
Well, it seemed stuff to Matt and he realizes I can't do things, it's hard to imagine, but for me, it's all I've ever known. So it's weird. Like the day I asked you, I was sitting there with Matt one day and we were talking and I went, hey, can I ask you a really weird question? What's daydreaming like? Because I don't daydream in the same way most people do, I assume. I don't form pictures in my head. But it's normal to me. I suppose it's like being born with any kind of handicap. It's all you've ever known, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I didn't know she had aphantasia.
She writes really well.
She does. For someone
You
who
know,
can't picture things, she's really descriptive.
Maybe that's why when I read her book,
It was really easy for you to read it.
yeah,
She describes things in a way that helps her picture them.
it's similar to like where people complain about George R. Martin being really long-winded and he just over-describes stuff, and I love his writing because I need way too much description.
I'm the opposite 9F Cappy.
I'm the opposite of Cappy with my imagination.
Yeah, I don't know how the 9 got. Oh, I guess it's right there.
It's right there.
Got him. I'll take it. Do you dream?
Sometimes, but a lot of my dreams are, I would say when I do dream, it's feelings based. So like I'll wake up and I'll tell Matt like, oh, I'm feeling this, or I was really scared in this dream. I wake up crying a lot because the feeling dreams are often very overwhelming.
I know. She has night terrors. No, I'm just kidding. Ah! Ah!
But yeah,
Yeah, she's lucky I put up with all her shit.
oh, so loving.
Love you.
Although I still use phrases like, oh, I can't, or like, oh, I'm picturing that in my head, and in reality, I'm not really doing that. But just like, it's a colloquialism, so I still use it.
I've lost shields.
I daydream in the form of lists. So it's kind of like a to-do list in my head.
Wow. That's boring. I daydream lists.
Well, because
Like, what do I need to go shopping for? This and that and this and that. I'm like, holy shit, that's boring as fuck. Caltech, yeah, that sounds really boring.
It's normal
Oh
to
my
me.
god. I daydream lists. Ugh, gross.
It's like when people are like, oh, if I ever won the lottery, I would do this, and they probably picture their life. And I literally just, okay, number one, I would do this, and number two, I would do this. I make a list of logical things I would do. Not like, oh, I'm going to build this dream house. Let me think about what the dream house looks like. No, I can't do that.
You're just like, pay off bills.
Yeah.
Buy a car.
Yeah, literally.
Buy a house.
But I like it. It's what I know.
God. I dream in lists. Holy shit, that's depressing. I feel so sorry for you.
I can easily space out, though, because I literally have nothing in my head.
That's true.
So,
So she's just like,
yeah.
just zones out sometimes. I'm like, hello?
And I'm like, oh crap, what?
What? Did you say something? Yeah, I said, will you marry me?
Will there be cake?
Will there be cake? Yes, there will be cake.
Then yes.
I needed someone with an empty head. Wow, rip. Boom shakalaka. Oh hey, what's up?
Negative context. Yeah, I get lots of love.
Cappy's alright, I guess.
I'm okay.
You have no. I totally caught that, Nightly. I totally caught that I was the one with the empty head. You come here for Cappy only? I don't blame you. She is like 3 times better than me.
At least half as good.
At least half as good.
Yeah.
She's at least less annoying.
I mean, I'm pretty annoying. I just do it offline.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm annoying. I'm annoying. I don't want like, yeah, they know. See you later, Maestra.
Night.
Have a good one.
Hug your ferrets for me. Even if they try to get away. Just keep hugging them.
Keep hugging. Hug the shit out of those ferrets.
Ferrets.
Ah. I remember the first time I did this, I got out of the truck and ended up walking like half the way
Oh my. Oh.
because I forgot the truck was there,
That.
and I was all like,
That's
"Oh,
terrible.
I feel so stupid."
That's also awesome though. Yay! They said they love snuggles.
Oh yeah!
It's not like when you try to hug a cat and they're like, no.
You'll be back in 20 minutes. I'll be here nightly.
Just leave immediately.
All right, everybody, quick, sign out.
Yeah.
No one be here.
Yeah, have a good food.
Have a good foods, yeah. All right, this is the part. We're gonna try this a few times to see if we can get it.
Okay. You can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you. Whoa, shit, fuck. All right, here we go.
You can do it. Don't stop.
Oh, I was so close.
Now you gotta do it.
I know there's a way to do it. There's a video online of somebody doing it. You have to hit it at the right angle. I don't know what the angle is. Oh, that's the wrong. Okay. We're good.
You drive. I'll look at the track. We're just talking about Ted's. When Nightly comes back and says, "What did I miss?" you can say, "Literally nothing."
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, you're okay.
I want to get this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would have been amazing if you had gotten it immediately the next try.
Wait, can I do that? Is that how you do it? Just up here? Wow, it really pushes you back. That invisible wall, though.
Get it! Go! Go, you piece of crap! Come on! Shoot or do something. Yeah, knock it anyway. So close. Like in there.
Oh god, I was really close. Come on, you little turd.
You have any kitty litter? That's a good distraction.
Heads up!
Ah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you like that little spin I did at the end? Woo!
Mr. Kaltas has always hated
Get out.
the
Fuck out of my chat.
Them's fighting words.
I'm just kidding, I love you.
If it helps, I don't have any strong opinion either way. Oh! Yes! Yes!
Get fucked!
Yeah! Yay! Amazing!
Nice to do.
Let's go!
What up, bitches? I got a car, fuckers! Get lost, nerds!
Oh, so great.
Boom! Get fucked!
That was so exciting, I made my head hurt. That probably already hurt.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, bad guys.
Think we got him, Commander.
Damn, boy.
It's a little difficult because these rocks aren't built for correct collision.
Well, of course.
Because they were only ever used in this area, but the
Well,
hard part's over.
Yeah, and you weren't supposed to get the Mako back here, but still so awesome.
Fuck the hard part of this level. Watch it be the Mako with a gun.
That'd be great.
It just freaks out and doesn't show me that part.
Well, it showed the
Oh!
Mako.
Ha! There's just nothing there. Amazing. This part isn't hard anymore.
Got it.
Awesome.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, good job.
Shit, it's gone.
Were you supposed to?
Oh.
Apparently,
Wow.
Matt does not have object permanence.
Neither does the game. Holy
Your little
shit.
heart was like, "Ah."
I was like, it's gone! The Mako's gone! The game's over! The rest of the game, all Mako parts have to be done on foot.
Was it worth it?
No! It wasn't worth it at all!
Awesome.
I gotta put shit on Ashley, I guess. I never gave her anything.
Yeah.
Ashley, you need a... Wait, hold on. Me. I need a good rifle. Give me the Terminator. It looks alright, I guess. Alright, and... What do I have here? Exoskeleton, shield, exoskeleton, kinetic buffer. No first aid, though. That's disappointing. Ashley. No armor upgrade, but you can have... Shields, mobile accuracy, and cooldown reduction. Yeah, let's give you that. Assault rifle. We'll give you that. And you're gonna have... Yeah, let's give you a kinetic stabilizer. And incendiary rounds. Okay, that's good. Holly. Ooh, your pistol. Dude, hold on. I'll take that. Wow, the Stinger 2 does more damage than that. Holy crap, alright. Riku. Stiletto 4 does more damage. Alright. For a blue wire tool. Does her armor have anything? Armor plating. Let's give her a ablative. More damage, less heat absorption. Let's go with kinetic stabilizer and... Alright, cool. That's better. Have I even leveled her up?
Oh,
Maybe I should do that.
yeah, maybe just a little.
Okay.
Think we got him, Commander.
All right. Wait, now that Ashley can wear heavy armor. No, okay.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin, after it was built.
Man, I'm still pumped on getting the fucking Mako through that rock outcropping. That was awesome.
And it didn't even take that long.
Nah, it took like 3 or 4 minutes. See you later, Blood Adept.
Looks like a lava flow poured in here.
Hi. Sorry, my wrist was hurting.
Oh, do you need to go put on your robot arm?
No, I'm okay.
Ladies.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
No, I'm getting ready to tell her mom's dead.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Quit shouting. This place is crawling with Geth.
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara Tassoni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the Geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly. There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Remember when we first came down here? I was so on edge with everything. I was pretty sure Liara was a terrible bad guy and releasing her was just gonna murder us all.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Me too.
Excellent.
Flying
there.
bitch.
Negative contacts, Commander.
The next time you sub, it's going to be a 2-year anniversary.
Ew.
What are you buying me? I should get naked.
Ew. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean you. I'm sorry. I'm really red. My face feels like it's on fire.
Flames on the side of my face. Wow, rip. That's okay. I don't like to look at me naked either.
I'm not sure most people enjoy looking at themselves naked. I don't remember this at all.
I'm a firing my lasers.
Is that just like a Simon Says thing?
Yeah. It's gonna have a sound effect in a minute. Hey girl. Get your mom.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
I don't think your mom's working for him anymore.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
This almost feels awkward like this.
Let me just stare at them for a minute. Look at the wobble hump.
All you'll ever see now.
Brenda, don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
Yeah, I like your attitude.
I love Krogan.
Wow. Fucking rip, dude.
I still cannot believe all this.
God.
Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit.
The conduit?
What the?
We have to hurry.
So much of that was so smooth. And then all of a sudden, boink! Smacked me in the head. Gag me with a spoon.
Like, totally.
Ugh.
Brenda, don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with.
I like your attitude.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, I hope you plan to be civil this time. I don't enjoy getting cut off mid-conversation.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Oh, yeah, I do appreciate that.
Click! I don't have time for this shit. What? I hope we're not going to be cut off mid-conversation.
Yeah. We will be.
Later, fools. Doctor.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
No.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Gross.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I don't think we found the trigger for this in your Mass Effect 3 Let's Play, but you do find out who her father is.
Really? Who is it?
Do you know the Asari in Mass Effect 2 who was at the bar with Conrad Werner?
I mean, I can't picture them, but...
The one that was all like, get this fucking guy out of my bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her.
Oh, wow.
She shows up in Mass Effect 3 because she's running the bar on the Citadel in Mass Effect 3. And if you have the right connection of combinations of conversations and stuff, you can eventually find out by talking to the lady that she's Liara's dad, because she's constantly sitting at the bar staring at Liara at the table. And eventually you figure out that she's her dad, and then you go to Liara and convince them to talk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I did it in my playthrough, but I don't know what the trigger is to cause that to occur. I just stumbled upon it. Oh wait, we're not done.
I was gonna say, are you gonna talk to Ashley?
I need to go talk to Ashley. Liara is 1/8 part the Krogan? Yeah, probably. Oh, that's right, because her dad's grandfather was a Krogan. No, her dad was a Krogan.
So Liara's grandfather.
Yeah, so 1/8. You're right. Sorry, I was doing the math. I was like, what the hell? Percentages!
You look like that person in the meme with all the numbers and figures.
Oh, fucking...
Yeah.
The Zach Galifianakis?
Yeah. Trying to do the math.
All the numbers running by his head. 7.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her? Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, 'cause he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
Isn't this what I just talked about?
Yeah, I think so. But then there was the whole police. There was a thing that said police in there.
Yeah, I thought so.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
But I guess
they do great things to her figure, though.
Yeah, okay.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
Oh, classy dude.
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now.
Yeah, that was Yeah, but, you know.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Not everyone's as close to their family as you are.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny, I never really thought about that before. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
That's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Baka's like, I can't stay to the end, but she totally did.
Yep, because it's Matt's bedtime.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't stay to the end. Well, you better leave now, because if you don't, you're gonna make it. Alright, everybody. That's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I very much appreciate it. Don't forget to enter the giveaway for anybody here who's new. Exclamation point giveaway will get you a link. We're giving away 3 Mass Effect posters. One person will win all 3 of them. And regardless of where you live, I will ship you the posters free of cost. But thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
God, you're so annoying.